The November 14th, 2025 meeting of the Urban Enterprise Association will now come to order. We'll have roll call. Chad Frank.
Here.
Dean Nutty.
Here.
Brian Robb.
Here.
Diana Phillips, me, here. Jim Barrett.
Here.
Victor Reedman. Bill McDaniel. Terry Sturgeon.
Here.
Ralph Heimlich. Jason Morris. Sharon McQueen.
Here.
Okay. Have you all read the minutes of the September 9th, 2025 meeting? I'll give you a couple minutes to do that. If there are no questions or corrections, I will entertain a motion.
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 Second.
I have a motion and a second. Can you get that on the thing? Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carried. Now, we'll have the financial report. Benji Cloyd from Kemper CPA will present. Good morning.
Morning.
Aye.
Well, everybody should have a copy. Fairly close financials. Turn to the asset page. See the cash position. It's 182,000, which is 52,000 over last year. As far as the revenues, collected 141,000 in zone fees, paid out 77,000 in grants, and then had about $12,000 of administrative expenses between supplies, insurance, and the management agreement. So overall, it was a $52,000 change in net assets to the positive. Pretty short financial, but try to answer any questions.
Anybody have any questions?
Motion to accept.
Have a motion to
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you want to speak now, Mayor?
We can. I was in a meeting last night and something was brought to my attention, so I've been studying and researching a little bit more this morning. We can hear all of the grant applications. I'm gonna ask that we not approve anything until I get further clarification on some legal issues. I wanna make sure that we are in full compliance. It's not reflecting of the EDG or anything, it has nothing to do with that, they manage it for us. But I called Brad this morning and had a conversation with him, and we wanna make sure that everything we're doing is accurate, before we proceed with anything further. So we can hear them, and then if we get clarification, then we can do something later. But at this point in the game, I wanna make sure that everything we're doing is exactly with state statute.
Do we know how long we have to wait
No,
afterwards?
no, I just found out this morning. So my next call after this is the city attorney, and we're gonna sit down and dive into this and see if we can't get some clarification. I think Brad has already contacted someone from the state on the urban enterprise. They're gonna come in probably next couple weeks, be my guess.
Yeah.
And we're gonna sit down with them as well and have that conversation. We just wanna make sure everything we're doing is accurate above board.
I was hoping to have sort of a little workshop, and I hope that all of you would be able to attend. I was gonna ask if there was a certain time of day or the week that would be better for anybody. Ben Carson, he's from the EZ program. He's been involved in a long time, and he's just gonna come sort of give us a 101 about, I've had a lot of questions since I've been here, just about how the program works. And some of the people that pay into it wondering exactly what it is. And so I thought it would be a good idea to get somebody very knowledgeable to come in here and talk about it to all of us. And I think what the mayor was talking about earlier will play into it a little bit.
Yeah, it will.
Make sure the bylaws match the mission here.
Yeah, so that's what I did this morning, was I pulled up some old bylaws I could find, and they match with state IC code, which they're supposed to. I was reading through them, I just want to make sure, I found some things, I just want to make sure that we are doing correct and accurate, and that we are providing the service that we're supposed to be by state code.
And I would say any of you that have been here for a lengthy amount of time, if you have sets of bylaws that are newer than 1997, bring them forth, because that seems to be the most updated version.
It does, it's the most updated version I can find, and the wording, I haven't read all the IC code, didn't have time this morning, but it's matching word for word state IC code, so, and there's some addendums, I wanna make sure the addendums are accurate, so I just wanna make sure everything we're doing is completely accurate. I'm not convinced it is, that's why I'm asking not to do anything until we know going forward, we are doing it right.
We had talked about that before also. In this, when this came up today, we decided that we would like the board to decide, I say we decided because it's a board decision. But he's asking that we not vote on anything today until we know, because if we promise something, we want to be able to deliver it. And we want to be able to deliver it legally. Now, this will not pertain to the draw that the Republican Party is asking about. We're going to address that today, so that, because that's already been taken care of and that's fine. But we're just talking leading forward.
So for clarification, anything that's already been awarded can go forward?
I think so, yes. Going forward, I wanna make sure we get it right,
Right.
because we've already committed, and they've already got everything's been set in motion.
All right, so do we need to vote on that, or as far as,
Just my recommendation for all the votes, I mean, that's up to everyone how they wanna handle that, but
well, let's do a roll call. I mean, just so we make sure that
So,
it,
I got a quick question.
sure.
The people that's here today to make their presentation for what they've asked for, wouldn't it be a better idea for them to make their presentation after we find out what
I think so too.
this is going to entail?
Right.
So basically what we're doing, we're gonna vote on to table everything, right?
To table everything for right now, on going forth, other than you guys.
Okay.
I mean, are we gonna meet sooner than what we normally would, or are we gonna make them wait for 2 months?
no, I think once we can call a special
We
session.
can call a special meeting, yeah.
Once we get clarification, well, I think we can, Brad, you could call a special session?
If you can
I
ask-
apologize for everyone here that's gonna present, I mean, this just came to me last night, and I woke up this morning, it was driving me crazy, so I dove into it pretty hard, and I was like, I'm not comfortable with it yet, so.
Yeah.
So is there a problem with,
Well, if
since we're
you,
here to listen to them?
I don't have a problem.
And we can say,
well, yeah,
hey,
but here's my point. My point is, what if some of these people, after we go through this review, we can't do anything for them?
Yeah, I think,
oh,
So
yeah,
they've wasted their time
well, they.
pitching.
and we'll
That'd
retain.
be up to them, they're
Yeah.
already
And
here.
yeah, I think it's better off if we start clean. It's just my opinion, it's the board's decision,
Yeah, it
you know,
is.
to do
Yeah.
this, not just mine, but,
Mhm.
that we start clean with the next meeting, if we can go on with that. I mean, it's just, like he said, it's kind of a waste of time. We'll keep the documentation and,
I mean, they're here, I don't know,
right, and I do apologize.
I think, my personal opinion, if they're here, they can present, and we already know.
that's up to them.
That's
If
up
they
to
have
them.
someplace to go, they can go.
Right,
And then we can make the
We can
motion
hear
to
it.
table everything.
My
That's okay.
motion is just to, or my recommendation is just to table everything. If
Table
you want to
everything.
hear it, that's fine, I don't have a problem with that. That
Okay.
makes it easier to call a special session.
Yeah, then we know we have everything in front of us.
okay, does someone want to make a motion for,
I'm just making a motion, we not make a decision, we table all decisions.
but as far as hearing today, that we go ahead and hear things
I'm
today?
fine hearing,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so the motion is on the floor to hear the presentations, but to table decisions on any of these.
Second.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, same sign. Okay, motion carried. Let's deal with the draw so Daniel and Jamie, if one of you want to come up and explain what you're wanting. This is for the Republican Party for a
Correct.
previously granted grant. for their roof.
Okay, once again, I'm Jamie Durham, if y'all don't know me, some of you may not. But what we're here to do is understand a little bit more of the program. What are the policy and procedures? Since Brad Frank, Mr. Chad brought it up, it makes things clear. We may not have a policy and procedure to follow.
We do have a policy. It was on the second page of the application.
Okay.
You're requesting it, let me just say, I think you're requesting a draw from the $40,000 grant
Correct.
for materials for your roof, for
Right.
your contractor. On the second page with the requirements, do you have that page with you?
I do not, but I will actually review that.
It states that the full amount will be paid when there's a final bill,
Completion, correct?
a completion bill with canceled checks and an after photo. It does not provide in that for intermittent draws.
Okay.
So
And-
that's where we are now.
Okay, and that's where I come, you know, as representing Republican headquarters here. Understood that, seen that in the email about the completion stuff. What we were looking at is if there's any considerations, if they get the material, send me an invoice and I bring to you guys, would you be able to cut a check for the material? That way we're transparent, there's nothing hidden or anything else like that. Like I said, it's a consideration, understanding that it clearly states completion.
Right.
So that's what we're really here to understand. Is there any kind of leniency to understand?
Okay. Do I have any discussion from the board?
I need to abstain from this conversation personally.
Has there ever been a case where we had gotten pictures of the material? I've not been here forever, of course, that we've got pictures of, because
No, I don't think it means the material. I think it means.
completion of the whole
For
thing.
the
Yes,
completion of the
I
whole
understand
thing.
that. I was just wondering if there's ever been a case where somebody says, hey, here's all the material in the lobby. We've never done that.
We've not done that, but here's my point. This, I really don't have a problem with what he's asking, but my problem is if this is in the contract and you've reviewed it, and it says when it has to be filed, this is where we get into trouble when we deviate from that.
Yeah, and I completely respect it. I'm just trying to look here, trying not to put a burden on the contractor to have to front the money and everything else till the job's completed. With today's economics and economy, that's where we were
But
coming from.
here's my point. You know, this has been approved by this board for this money to be appropriated for that. So basically, it's a guarantee that he's gonna get his money.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. That's fine. That's why I said we want to come up here and just ask and try to have a better
Okay.
understanding. And like I said, I will look at the contract. I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
I just went over an email real quick, try to get a better understanding.
Yeah, it's on the page, I don't know if it's page 2 or 3, but it's on the page that lists the requirements and the rules and whatever, and it's underlined. Actually, that's the one part that's underlined.
But you understand what I'm saying as far
Oh,
as, I
absolutely.
mean, he's gonna get his money, period.
Yeah, and that's the only thing we was just trying to do is, because with the economy, how things have kind of turned and so forth, if there was any kind of relief or burden on it. But no, I completely understand what you're
Because,
talking
you
about.
know, we look at our past history and we've had a problem with contractors in the past.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And that's why we're just trying to be transparent and follow
Right.
the policy and procedures. I
Yeah.
mean, we're not trying to hide anything, we just want to be straight up front. So,
Thank you.
As do we, so I think we're good on that.
yep,
Okay.
okay.
All right, thank you for
guys.
coming. Thank you. Okay, the next is Sean Steele, residential request.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Thank you all for your time, and certainly understand that there may be a delay on the process, and that's completely understandable. So I know I submitted my application, so I don't know how much you want me to specifically speak to, but basically we are doing a complete exterior painting project of our house and fences. And so I submitted the request. We did go ahead and start the project, so I do want to be open and transparent about that. Through further review of the application, it says that you have to submit the application prior to completing. I always understood the painting side of the project as a reimbursement. Of course, all of it really is a reimbursement. So we did go ahead and start the project because of the time of year, and it was delayed with attempting to get quotes and taking forever to get people to actually give a quote back. So that's why we went ahead and got started. Obviously, we're gonna do the project either way with or without the approval, but we do feel like we definitely meet the criteria and we're within the district, so we figured, we might as well request.
I think you said you
For
started on
reimbursement.
October 27th, right? I think that's what you told me.
Yes, I believe that's correct. Yep, that
Because of the
was a
weather.
Monday. So we went ahead and, like I said, got started because we identified, there's snow coming in 10 days or whatever. And with the weather, just wanted to make sure we could get the project fully completed. So it is not fully completed thus far. Of course, it will be before we get back together probably, but for us, we were gonna do the project either way, but we do feel like it meets the criteria, so we wanted to request.
So I guess my question to the board would be, I think the issue here would be, we're hearing this now, and maybe a good reason why to do that, but we do not reimburse for completed projects when the application, so the application is actually being submitted before it's completed. So I don't know what your feelings are on that situation. He was completely transparent with it. We discussed it about a week ago, and
Aren't our requirements of 3 bids? I've only saw 2 bids in this.
well, there
There's
was
3 there.
There was
Is there 3?
Yeah, one of them was just a text message. That's all I could get. But it says there, it references from Joe from Birch Painting. So it's just it's a small picture of a
just like
screenshot
that
of a
one right
text.
there.
Yeah. Is that considered a breakdown in?
No, as far as the,
Well, I thought too.
you were unsuccessful in getting him to,
I didn't reach back out to him because I didn't think that was fair to him to ask him to revise or put together a more formal quote after I had already selected another contractor to do it. Because I felt like that was.
Yeah, there's a contractor performing the work now, so he would be asking him to revise his quote on something that he has no chance of getting the bid for, is what he's saying.
And he had no chance of getting it anyway because his price was significantly higher.
lot higher.
And so I just, honestly, I didn't go any further with it because I knew I had a screenshot saying, here's his quote. It does, it is itemized. He specifically says that, of course, apologize it took me so long to get back with you, showing, again, example of that it took a while to get the bids, but nevertheless, he specifically discusses scraping the house instead of pressure washing, prepping and painting 2 coats on it and the fence where it needs. And then the quote was $6,500, which again, is more expensive than what it's gonna end up being. That quote included the paint, whereas the contractor I selected did not include the paint. But I just did an estimate of what I anticipate the cost is gonna be from Sherwin-Williams and was able to use his discount, so I knew it would be less than $6,500.
Well, I guess what I'm saying in fairness to you, I think while we're tabling everything here, but I think we need to make a decision as far as, or let him know if the fact that the project's going to be finished by the time we get to this next meeting, is that going to affect
Well,
the
I
decision?
hate to be the bad person here, but, if you go back and look at what it says, we're supposed to be looking at this before you start the project.
Yeah,
And that's what it outlines in the paperwork that you pick up to bring before us for a grant. So, I got no problem in dealing with it, but it's gonna go under review, we're gonna table it, right?
yeah, it's gonna be tabled, but I think in fairness to him, if there's not a chance, if we're, there's no reason to keep him on the line or strung out, not knowing whether you're gonna get the grant or not, we should be able to give you, with this circumstance. I don't know.
So will we do it for any other people that come along that already start their project? Are we setting a precedent here that if,
Well, we've denied projects before because they were
Right.
started or completed. We
that's
have
what I'm
done-
saying, see, that was our past standard, so
Yeah.
are we gonna change them, or?
Well, it's still our standard. Yeah,
Okay.
it's past standard and now. So, what's the pleasure of the board?
I have to abstain once again, since his wife is my employee.
This too.
Well, this is my personal opinion, if you've got rules and regulations, you pretty much have to stay with it. And when you make exceptions, you open yourself up for trouble. So my suggestion would, we can't approve it. That's my feelings. Now, if you have something later on you're gonna do to the property, come back and
Facade-wise and whatever.
apply and we'll
I
deal with
agree
it then.
with what he says.
Beforehand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
it was my misunderstanding regarding the paint being a reimbursement where it wasn't really I didn't look at it as a project per se, and then as I submitted the information, I'm like, oh, well, this says this. So I went ahead and submitted it because I feel like it's well within the parameters of the program, but
Other than that,
it is.
yes, it would be.
at the same token, we were gonna do the project either way, like I said, and it's whatever your decision is, if that's the agreement of the entire board, then I respect that and completely understand where you're coming from.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I do too,
Sure.
so.
I'm gonna make a motion, we follow the guidelines of what we've already established, so we can't, okay, this, okay?
Okay, is there a second?
A second.
Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay,
All right.
thank you for coming and thank
Thank
you
you.
for your
Yeah, have a
transparency.
great day.
Honesty. Okay, next is Benny's Drain. I abbreviated that because I didn't have it on. Someone here representing? Somebody out in the hall?
Sir, are you here for Benny's Drain? Are you Benny for Benny's Drain?
Answer question.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, if you want to come up and just give us an idea of
I'm
what you're.
here on behalf of Democrat Building down here. Like-
Oh, well, this is, we're doing Benny's Drain right now.
Okay.
So you're not with Benny's Plumbing?
Hmm?
You're not with Benny's Plumbing?
No.
Okay, we'll be getting to you next, I think,
Okay.
so, okay.
That's
I don't
fine.
know that anyone's here, so.
I don't see anybody.
Okay. Well, you might want to come on back up, because I don't think, I'm sorry. Get your exercise this
I'm
morning.
just getting treated like this. So don't worry about it.
So if there's no one here from that, we'll just consider that tabled also. Okay, so you want to give us a,
Well, they submitted 3 contracts, I think, for replacing 6 windows in the upper front of the building before they fall out. I'm just, because Sheila couldn't come, I'm just here to try to answer any questions you asked, so. I've never done this before.
I think if you've seen the pictures, it's really hard to see, but if you go on Google, of course, and take a good, they're pretty bad.
Yeah,
The windows.
we tried to get them secured up there best we could because they looked like they were gonna fall out,
Yeah.
but they need to be replaced.
okay. Yeah, I see one quote here.
Well, I understand where you're coming from and that, but really, as the party owns the building, and you all have a responsibility to make sure nothing falls out, because we've experienced that building having bricks fall down on
Oh,
the
yeah, well,
sidewalk.
we had problems with the roof, and we had finally got that all straightened out. And we had a nightmare with it.
Yep. So we're gonna take a look at this again after we do a review, or
Right. So that's about all we can,
that's all we can do, really?
that's all we can do right now.
I
Okay,
don't know if I'll be here, but if somebody else will be doing
Okay,
it.
thank you for coming. We
Thank you.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, then the next is the shelter.
Apparently their representative was sick and he didn't want to come make all of you sick.
Well, I appreciate
Good for
that.
them.
So we will we'll table that one also, which would, but, yeah, okay, I'll go back to. Okay, so, I think you've already addressed the potential workshop. You've already said that, so I
Try to
guess,
get a date with him and get it out to you. And really intend to make that happen pretty fast.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we
Next
need to
couple,
do,
2 or 3 weeks at the latest.
yeah, okay.
Well, we're scheduled for a meeting in January anyway, right?
Yes.
2 months?
Yes, it would be in January. Okay, are there any items from any of the members of the board?
Yes, there's a art opening tonight at the gallery. It's the senior art competition.
Okay. And that starts what, at
6.
from 6 to 8? 6 to 8 at the art gallery. And if you haven't been to their showings, they are well worth your time. There's a lot of talent around here, and you'd be surprised what you'll see. If there's nothing
I
else.
will say, I wanted to introduce Debbie, stand up.
Oh, okay, yes.
She's our new part-time staff member, so if any of you have any questions that may be her at times that you talk to, Sue's sort of the UEA expert, but, and she does a great job, so, but I wanted you to know who Debbie was in case you ended up talking to her or something.
Welcome, Debbie.
Welcome,
I
yeah.
met you yesterday, and
Yes.
you've made a mark already, so welcome to the team. Okay, is there anything else from anyone? If not, I'll entertain a motion to
Oh,
adjourn.
before you go,
Oh,
just a
Sure.
misspelling of grant on the application.
Oh,
It's been grand for years.
I'm
for a
surprised I
while,
didn't,
so,
I'm surprised I didn't.
What's a
see
grand
that.
application?
Yeah.
Because usually,
The
oh,
commercial
it
exterior
does.
improvement grand and
Oh.
residential exterior.
I can't believe I didn't see that.
Because you're
I've
just-
read it a million times.
Yeah,
You're just used to looking over it and then just
I
not,
guess.
that's just not something you look
all
at.
I looked at was residential and then would go,
Yeah.
okay. So,
Debbie, right here.
is that on all of them or just the residential?
Just the
Residential.
exception, the special exception is okay.
Okay.
The
We don't
commercial
have a
and
commercial
residential.
one right here, yeah, okay. Okay. Anything else from anyone?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned.